was a scene at Yale over the weekend. Anti-Israel protests turning violent, injuring our next guest. She wrote a column on this saying, quote, "I was stabbed in the eye at Yale. The school has allowed anti-Israel students to run roughshod over their most basic policies. Yesterday," she writes, "I paid the price for their inaction." Yale student Sahar Tartak needed hospital treatment for that injury. She is doing well now, which we're happy to say, and she joins us now. Sahar, welcome. It's good to have you with us. Your piece is very moving on this morning in the Free Press. Tell me a little bit about what was going on when you were there. What did you see all around you? And then what happened?
Sure, of course. So over the past week or so at Yale, anti-Semitic student protesters have taken over a central plaza on our campus, setting up a tent encampment, among other things, pictures to commemorate terrorists. And this culminated in multiple nights of overnight encampment in the central plaza and protests with hundreds of people. I think it was 500 when I came on Saturday night. And as soon as I was identified with my friend who wears a black hat as visibly Orthodox Jewish students, I was immediately blockaded by protest organizers. And everywhere I walked, there was a line of protest organizers standing in front of me, linking arms, so that I could not walk forward. And the rest of the students at the rally noticed this, the other 500 students at this violent rally, and they saw me, and so they began to taunt me as well because they recognized that I was something that they view as an enemy. And finally, the taunting continued and escalated, and I was just there to record them. And the taunting escalated until somebody waved a Palestinian flag in my face and then jabbed me in my left eye. And from there, when I tried to run after him, the human blockade of protest organizers continued to stand in front of me to stop me from catching my assailant. And so I went to the hospital.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. It's stunning. We're just looking at the banner that they're holding up on liberation, and there's a great irony because right behind it is a memorial on campus to those who fought in. See the letters right behind this banner. They say, "In memory of the men of Yale who, true to our traditions, gave their lives that freedom might not perish." What do you think about that? And what do you think about what the leadership at Yale is upholding today?
Yeah, so this plaza includes a World War II memorial. And a couple nights ago, hundreds of students cheered and screamed "Viva, Viva Palestina" as they tore down the American flag from the flagpole, and it took days for them to face minimal repercussions. Today there were some arrests, and then many of the students who were arrested were then released to return to a protest.
You know, we're looking at these scenes, and prominent in many of them in these videos are watermelons. If you could explain the meaning of that to us, and also the chanting of "from the river to the sea." We know studies were done back in December that showed that many of the people who were saying it had no idea what river and what sea. Sahar.
Sure. So we've seen the watermelon all over campus. It's supposed to be a symbol basically against the Jewish people and in favor, like all the other symbols that these students are using, in favor of violent, terroristic acts against Jews in the state of Israel as a form of liberation. I mean, these students have chanted, "There is only one solution, intifada revolution,"
That's right.
Which is a direct reference to uprisings that included suicide bombs in Israel and killed civilians. After October 7th, they absolutely celebrated and, of course, justified these events en masse. Yeah, I know those students. Sorry, I just recognized one of them from class. Like, this is really... It's really painful to realize that your peers have joined the Nazi party.
It's stunning and very personal for you. It is. I feel for you, and we're glad that your eye is okay. I know that your mother had her eye injured in Iran in a not dissimilar situation. Thank you for your bravery. Thanks for coming on and talking to us today, Sahar. Sahar Tartak.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
You as well.